All right, today's video is going to be about the cleanse. I've got my oil on my face, and what I want you to see is that you don't have to plan a lot of extra time in your day to do all these massages, that there are things that you can really incorporate even into your cleanse, or say when you're sitting at a stoplight. One of my favorite things when I'm at a stoplight is to do the lift one that we did in the video for the forehead, where you just hold your forehead up and open your eyes really wide and then squint, really wide and squint. That's something you can do in your car. I'm going to show you some moves that you can do just during your cleanse. It's something you're doing anyways, so why not make it super effective as far as increasing blood flow and circulation, helping your lymphatic system work better, activating all these things while you're just simply cleansing. Okay, so get your cleanser on. I prefer an oil cleanser, but whatever cleanser you like to use, get it on the skin, and then let's get going. So we're going to start by just draining down the neck. So you can just overlap one hand at a time, or you could do a couple strokes on one side, a couple strokes on the other side. But we're just turning on that lymph system and getting it ready so that when we're working the rest of the face, all those little points are open and ready to drain down. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our thumbs under your chin, and we're just going to kind of circle. The fingers are just bracing right here as you circle up to the ears. So you will probably feel crunchies in there. And that is good. That means you're working those out. So anywhere you feel a little crunchy, you can spend a little extra time. Okay, then we're going to work our way up, and we're just going to circle around the nose and eyes. So gentle pressure. And then we're going to take our middle finger and go at a rapid pace up and down the nose. I want it to be really rapid. This move is really great for helping to drain around the nose, so you actually can change the shape of your nose. Like, you will notice that the nose gets more narrow because a lot of that is just excess lymph. So you'll be able to breathe better, and then you also might notice just less puffiness in that area. So rapid pace up and down, up and down. And then we're going to kind of go slower all the way down the nose. So starting in between the eyes and down. The eyes and down, all the way down. And then we're going to flick that out. So what we did is loosen up all that lymph, and now we're just flicking it out. This is also great for blackheads and nose congestion. So right now my flicks are right under the eyes. And then we're going to take those flicks lower and incorporate the bottom part of your face. Okay, now while we're down here, we're going to scissor around the mouth. And then we're going to squeeze. So when we're squeezing, just this little simple act of squeezing the lips, you're getting a rush of blood flow and oxygen to your lips. So it's a great way to hydrate the lips from the inside, okay? But then also, you're getting this little muscle here that connects, that pulls down and releasing the tension in that muscle, right? So you're squeezing, and you can see right there, I'm grasping that little muscle. And when that muscle is tight, we start to get those jowls. When you can loosen that muscle, it's not going to have that pull down effect, right? So squeezing the lips, and then scissor it out again. Then while you're down here, I want you to just circle. My thumb is under my chin, and I'm using my fingers to circle it right on the chin. You can go, either hand is better for you, or alternate. This is really good as not only to help release the excess lymph also that can cause a double chin, but also as we age and we start to get that peppery chin, massaging it is a really easy way for it to go away. A lot of people get Botox in the chin for that, but there's really no need. You can just massage it. All right, we're going to work our way back up to the forehead. And remember, this is just your cleanse, but it's a better cleanse. And then we're going to lift, telling those muscles to relax and lengthen. And then we're going to circle. I'm using this part of my hand And I'm going to go around above each brow and in the middle. And then I'm going to walk with my knuckles. So I'm using this part of my finger. Knuckle, knuckle, knuckle. And then I'm just gonna get on my 11s. When I'm cleansing, I typically don't do my squeezing because it's so slippery with all the oil that it's really hard to get that good traction. So I will do that at a different time, not as part of the cleanse. But a lot of the other face massage movements that we've done, you can do during the cleanse. So I'm just working those 11s. I'm telling that muscle, just relax. Okay, and then you can finish by just doing full-on circles around the face. And then we're gonna go over here to the ears. The ears are like a little hidden treasure that people forget about massaging during your cleanse. So this is just such an easy time to work this in. You're gonna scissor again. The ears, you have all these points around your ears that activate your lymphatic system. You also have points all over the ear for every organ in your body. So as you're massaging those points, you're sending blood flow and circulation to those organs. So it's just a really great place to have a holistic approach to treating your skin and your body. All right, so I'm gonna scissor really rapidly, and then I'm just gonna grab and massage and pull as much as I can on my ears, okay? And you can kind of get aggressive with them because it doesn't really hurt. It feels really good. And get all on the back side, inside, lobes, top. And then we're gonna end with a scissor. And then we're gonna drain down again. All right, so that's your face cleanse. You just cleanse your face, and during that cleanse, you help to relax your forehead muscles, you help to drain your sinuses, you help to release puffiness in the face, around the eyes, around the nose. You help to lift your jowls, you help to increase blood flow and circulation to your organs. You did so much, and all it was a quick 5-minute cleanse. Okay, give it a try.